Welcome to REMelations. We're your hosts. I'm Mindy.
And I'm Brooke.
REMelations is a dream interpretation podcast where we read listeners' dreams. From nightmares to the just plain bizarre, join us as we give you our comedic interpretation of your fucked up REM cycle. This week, I'm reading a dream from Drea that has to do with endless swimming, tsunamis, and fancy ping pong.
Ooh. And we also have some great catnaps this week about monsters made of coal, giant killer ducks, cheese stealing, and drowning in gasoline. Yuck. Ooh. And this week I'm also giving out some slang terminology for sleeping or dreams or things that happen while you're sleeping. So stay tuned, that's funny.
Bestie, grab your favorite slice of cheddar and let's get started.
Woo! It came out.
I know, I was so worried about your voice. I didn't
know if it would either, because like yesterday it would be like,
You're sounding a little hoarse.
I am sounding very hoarse. Hopefully I don't have to reach any high-pitched noises, because it won't happen.
You sound extremely sexy, though.
Do you want me to say anything to you?
I would love to fold your laundry.
I'd love to fold your laundry.
That's it. I'm gone.
Gone, done. No, I'm not sick. I'm having really bad allergies. They're just taking over control. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun.
Fun time of the year. We're going through a drought, so it's like just dry air.
Dry and yucky, and everything is like, so.
Yes. Creaky
How are you?
Good. I'm having one of those days where it feels like I was busy all day, but I got nothing accomplished.
Of course.
Like nothing's checked off my list, but it seemed like I said, I run to the store and I had a doctor's appointment, and the carpenter guy came over to look at something, and then it was like, I feel like I've got nothing checked off my list, but I didn't sit down.
That's the worst day for a Virgo.
Hate it.
Where you can't check something off your list. It's the worst possible scenario for us Virgos.
Well, I've got a dream today from Drea, and Drea is from Yorba Linda, California.
Thanks, Drea. By the way, side note, already,
yes.
before we even Yorba Linda, California has one of like the most haunted hospitals, like abandoned hospitals in the world. They do a lot of paranormal investigations there, and it sounds awesome.
Let's go.
So, Drea,
we're going to go visit. Yeah.
Yorba Linda. It's a great place. That's all.
We're down. Let's go. Let's go visit. Okay. So she says, "Hi, guys. I'm new to this podcast. I had a dream last night that I've been thinking about and wondering if you guys could share your 2 cents. Ooh. Just to help, I'm a 32-year-old female ENFP. Are you familiar with this?
Oh, is that her personality letters?
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm familiar.
Is that on our website? Did we put that on our website? No.
I think, we put our Enneagram numbers.
Oh, okay. I'm trying, because I'm like, I can't remember what mine are, the 4 of them.
Yeah. But this is like the Myers-Briggs personality test. But anyways, just to kind of give you a little background, a ENFP is an extroverted person. They're intuitive, tuned with their feelings, and very perceiving. So that might give us a little background on the stream.
Yeah, I love to hear that.
Okay. Here's how it begins. It started with me in a room that I knew was my bedroom, but nowhere I've ever lived before. Currently, in real life, I live with roommates away from my family. In this dream, however, I was living with my dad and brother in a home on the water unknown to me. But I didn't question it at all. I always hate when you know it's like your house, but it's not your house.
But you're like on the water, so you're like, hey, let's just go with this for a minute. Let's just see where this is just where I'm done. See where
you just started.
Us. I know.
It started with me looking out the window, and I thought the lights streaming in through the blinds and windows were so pretty. So I tried to record it with my phone. I could never get the video just right, though, because the waves were coming and would mess up with how the light streamed in through the window.
Always. That always happens. Well, you might not have that
Damn
problem,
phones and dreams.
but most of us that want to take a picture of something, you're like, this is perfect. And then it like something happens.
Just
someone
falls
turns
flat.
or
Yeah.
the light changes and it's like, bleh.
I watched from my bed as the graves grew. Oh, that'd be creepier.
I don't like this part. Go do it over. I don't like it.
I watched from my bed as the waves grew outside, and I thought it sounded calming and the waves were really pretty. The window was open and there was a screen on it. Eventually, the waves kept getting bigger and bigger, knocking against the window, and I'm on the second floor of this house.
Oh,
That's some pretty
and they're not
damn big waves.
I don't like it.
Drea says, I wasn't scared. I specifically remember thinking it was pretty. Not worried at all when the water started seeping in through the window screen slightly. Eventually,
I'd be a little concerned.
I would too. I'm with you on that.
Probably more than a little, Dre. Be like, I'm not so okay with this.
Where's the life preserver?
Can we call, help now, please?
Eventually, the window started to leak water in a mildly concerning way. So I got a bucket out to try to collect the water and stop it from damaging the carpet and the items in my room. Okay, I get that point, I do, but I'd also maybe just leave.
Yeah, I wouldn't stick around. That's for sure. I think I'd already be out of there.
Yeah. I like that she said mildly concerning. Just mildly.
You're on the second floor, Jay.
Right, yeah.
I think it's more than mildly concerning if water's seeping in through your window.
The waves kept growing and hitting the window harder until, if I recall correctly, the window leaked and the panes were getting damaged and I couldn't block out the waves. My brother and dad came in and watched as I tried to collect the water. I think they gave me a bigger bucket, but eventually I needed to leave the house. Agreed.
Yeah, a bucket's not going to do it, hon.
Against a whole ocean. Nah.
I've got my little pail that I bring down to the beach when I make sandcastles.
Not cutting it. However, I was worried that my knickknacks and mementos would get damaged, but I couldn't take them with me. I went outside and giant masses of people were trying to swim away from the tsunami waves. It was strange since there were also cars driving through the water in the same area everyone was swimming in. And I remember being worried that the cars would hit me as I swam through them. I would have left a little earlier.
Or not get in the water to swim away when your natural disaster is a water disaster. You're not going to be able to swim away from the tsunami, and let alone all the crap, as we know, that comes in the water that is just as dangerous, like debris.
So dangerous.
Oh, boy.
I had to lift up my arms so the cars could see me, but there were giant crowds of hundreds of people trying to swim alongside me.
I feel like this is everything you're not supposed to do. It's like if your building's on fire, like a whole group of people get on an elevator to leave, you're like, no, take the stairs. Don't get in the tsunami water.
Don't get in the tsunami. Do not swim next to cars. They're dangerous.
Don't. It's too dangerous.
The dream continued in this manner. I would swim in the flooded areas away from the giant waves / tsunami to the other side of the land where I'd find another house facing calm water. In that house, we would be relieved at being safe, but eventually that side of the oceans would have waves increasingly grow. Once they became tsunamis, we'd have to swim back to the other side. Oh, that is too much swimming. I'm tired.
It's a lot of swimming, especially in turbulent waters.
Is this like a triathlon thing?
Is this like a trick triathlon?
Is there a biking portion?
This is terrible. I'm exhausted just thinking about the back and forth.
Tired.
I know.
That went on a bunch of times with me seeing special guest star appearances from friends in my real life. Like, hey, Joe, how you doing? How you doing, Kara? Just swimming. Hey, how's it going? Call me.
Getting it done. Swimming through the tsunami waters.
They'd enter my house for safety, or we'd swim across the flood to the next house together. I don't ever remember feeling very scared. maybe worried at times, but I didn't feel like it was a nightmare at any point. I think I found the waves pretty most of the time, but of course was trying to constantly get to safety since I knew it would not be good to get caught in them. There were some other details, such as conversations with friends or what we might have done at the houses. At one house, we found a trafficking ring. Weird. I had to collect all my friends and rush them to the next house away from that. I would say,
geez.
let's call the cops on our way and waterproof phone.
Waterproof phone.
And then once we got to the next house, we ended up being given formal dresses and even had a formal event with tennis and ping pong.
Oh, well.
I don't know how that was a formal gala, by the way. LOL. I always play tennis in my ball gown. I don't know about you.
Isn't that the attire? I mean, I don't know much about sports, but from what I know, you're supposed to wear long dresses when you play ping pong or tennis.
Yeah, it's just the same sport, just on a table or not.
Same sport, different sizes, that's all.
Yeah. Each house ended the same, though. After about 20 minutes, we'd have to swim away when the tsunami started coming again from the other side. No houses were ever damaged or destructed by the waves. It just flooded, and then we'd move on. At one of the houses, I remember blocking people from coming in after a while, only letting people I knew in. And then she says, in the dream, I remember thinking it was bitchy. It was a bitchy move since people had let me into their house. No, girl, Drea, it's not. You can be a bitch in natural disaster. It's okay. It's completely fine.
You are allowed.
All allowed if your town is flooding in your house. So
yes.
Don't feel bad about that. I was just concerned about it getting chaotic with lots of people and things that would get damaged or something along those lines. I'm curious of what you might think about this. Now, if I'm going to give you a little backstory here on Drea.
Okay.
To maybe help with our analysis.
Yes.
For context to my life, I'm 23. I recently graduated from college last spring. I went home to live with my brother and my dad between college and getting a summer job in my major. I waitressed in the meantime. In January of 2023, I got a job in my major that's in the city I went to college. And I'm very happy to be with my friends again. Not sure if it's relevant, but I like my job and it's a great starting point. But it's not exactly fulfilling as it's not the specific area of my major I want to be in. But I know it will get me to where I want to be, especially since this is the very beginning of my professional career. It helps that I like my coworkers too. Also, I have been thinking about my future a lot lately, where I may move next when my friends and I all eventually have to go separate ways in our lives and careers. One friend is moving for law school this summer, another is hoping to leave the state next year, another is looking at jobs in another state, etc. I hope even to leave the state soon once my friends scatter. I'm not interested in recreating memories in the same space with new people, but rather wanting to go somewhere new and experience new things. I'm happy with all of it now, but I know things are bound to change since that's what your 20s are for. Let me know what you think. Sorry, it's a lot of information in words. Drea. No,
lots of information, Drea. We love lots of information.
It does. I appreciate
come
that.
from your point of view. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my God, that is a stressful dream.
It is like ongoing, just a repetitive dream.
Just nonstop. It's like you are safe on one side of this waterway until you're not. And then you have to swim to the other side where you're safe until you're not. And then you have to swim till you have to swim back to the other side. And it's nonstop.
It's like day to day. I'm getting stuff done, but I'm not really getting anything done.
Nope, back to the beginning.
This is how my day was. I feel like I'm swimming from house to house, not ever actually removing myself from the danger. But wow. So let's start maybe with how the beginning of the dream is. It's a great day. She's just looking out her window. It always starts off wonderful.
It always starts out nice. It just depends on how quickly it turns.
Yes, it always
that's
turns.
The first nice, sweet first sentence of a dream.
As the dream turns.
As the dream turns.
But I think the important part of that first part that she had mentioned is it was just very calming. So see, these are the words that she used as to describe her feelings. Pretty, calming. I was not afraid. So I think it's it's good that she's... Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say she also, I just remember her saying she wasn't scared throughout the whole thing. So that is impressive to me because it's such a scary situation. But it's like, maybe that's because she knows what she wants and she's got this confidence, but she's kind of being torn in a bunch of different directions until she can get to what she wants. And it's a struggle. It's hard. You have to fight for it. And it's like, she's doing everything she can to fight for it.
Yeah, and especially at that age. And it does help that she tells us she just graduated from college. That age, we talked about it before, all the opportunities, everything in your life's ahead of you. She's getting into her career. She's excited about it. People are coming in and out of her lives, almost like the waves. And she's recognizing that in her waking life, which I think then is great because it makes it easier to interpret for her. And I think she has an idea where this dream is because she almost analyzed it herself in her comments.
She did. Yeah, she already knows.
She knows. It's about those people coming in and out of your lives, your family, your college friends, new coworkers. And she's a cool cat. She's just along for the ride, pretty much to say.
She goes with the flow.
Literally, she's going with the flow.
Literally with the flow. One side or the other, back and forth.
And it's an exciting time. And the fact that she's reaching into these houses and each of them has a different scenario, I find is very interesting. Right. Like the ball gown ping pong tournament.
I like that one.
I would stay there a little bit longer, perhaps.
I'd be like, keep an eye on the water, but stay as long as you can.
Are there appetizers?
Ooh,
that's important. Champagne. I'm going to stay here.
Open bar?
Ooh, yes. Just give me one of those.
To know.
Just give me one of those life preserver rings, and I'll be ready to move along as soon as I finish my glass of champagne.
You're like, I'm fine. I'm ready to go whenever the water tells me to.
You're like in your high heels. Oh, it's only a centimeter up my stilettos. I can stay a little longer.
No, we're good. We're good. It's
1 inch? I can still wait.
It's like waiting for birth. Oh, nope, 2 centimeters. Nope, not yet.
Just give me those little shrimp kebabs. I'll be good. Not really.
I want a delicious passed around appetizer.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry. It's dinner time.
Yeah, can you tell we're totally off topic? We're just like, I'm hungry.
Food, drinks, parties. Oh, the other one that I wanted to mention was kind of like the trafficking ring, because that's completely different. Like that seemed like if anything would scare you in the dream.
Where did that come from? Yeah,
it would be that. But even then, she's like,
so much.
Yeah, just grab my friends and tell them we had to go. Still
like,
cool.
I wish it were that easy. That's crazy.
And then the last one was the one where, she was being a little more protective of the space she was in. And she even recognized it was weird because she was in other people's homes and she was the one, so to say, trespassing. But at some point she's like, no, sorry, you can't come in here. And she got a little bitchy about it.
Her personality kind of, I think from frustration or even just from stress, her personality was like, and like you said, kind of got a little bitchy about it.
And that's okay. There. I think sometimes at that point in your life, you have to realize if you want something, you might have to get a little bitchy about and maybe be a little more selective about, friends or people you bring into your life or in your inner circle. And that's okay. But sometimes it's hard to recognize at that age, not everyone can be your friend and not everyone's meant to be your friend.
And it's hard. That's a lesson you learn later in life. Being so young, you think you want as many friends as possible and you want them all to love you and you want this huge friend group, but that's not what matters. Is you want the people around you that truly care, and you start to whittle down and you figure this out later in life.
Yeah.
Sorry. As our old wisdom gives. Our old wisdom here.
Right. Just talk to Auntie Brooke and Auntie Mindy here for a moment. I think overall, Drea, you've got a great head on your shoulders. You're headed in a great direction. You know what you want, and that's half the battle of being that age, is knowing which direction you want to go in. And so you're ahead of the game, just like you're always ahead of those waves. You're always just outpacing what's behind you, and I think that's a great trait that you have. And I feel like you have a great future ahead of you. And keep letting us know about your dreams.
Yes, submit some more. We can't wait to hear. Let us know.
And if you want to go ghost hunting, hit us up.
Yeah. Hey, let's go to that hospital. We're in.
As long as the water doesn't come in, we're okay.
No, as long as the water stays on the first floor. We'll stay on the second floor and we'll be okay.
You know how exhausting swimming is. It is like one of the most exhausting things you can do if you're like treading water for a long amount of time.
It's like my favorite thing to do though as well. But it does. I mean, ever since I was a kid, though, like anytime I'd be in a water situation where I'd been swimming, I remember coming back and being like, I'm fucking starving. Like, oh, yeah. It does. You get so hungry when you swim. But yeah, that's my jam.
Well, that's when you have to swim back to the party and get some more appetizers.
Yeah. See, just like sneak over, get your apps, and
just get a little bruschetta.
You're burning a lot of categories.
Burn all those categories. Burn them down.
You're burning a lot of calories swimming back and forth to avoid the tsunami. You gotta have some protein in you. Oh my God. Well, Mindy, that was a really great dream from Dre. Thank you so much for sharing. And you know what? If you have a dream like Dre, or maybe just a dream story, go ahead. Send it our way. It's the best way to support the show. Is to give us your dreams, dream stories. You can also join our Facebook group. It's so much fun. You get to talk to other fans, other besties. All you have to do is go to REMelations.com/support. And if you're super cool, you can check out our merch because it's tits. It's tits. It's awesome.
It looks good.
It looks good and it's comfortable. Soft.
It is comfortable.
Material for yeah, I know. I just wore one last night. I'm like, ooh, it's soft.
Nice.
Just saying.
Sexy. Looking sexy and fine.
All right. Are we ready for some catnaps, Mindy?
I am. I've been excited to share a couple of these I have with you. So yes, I am ready to make you laugh tonight. Not like it takes much most of the time, but yes, I'm excited.
I know.
Right on cue.
Right on cue. Now I'm super excited. Do you want me to get started? You want to get started?
Go for it. Yeah, ladies, beautiful ladies first.
Well, then I don't. Then correct. Then it's my turn.
You're right. That is right. That is true. Truth.
Okay, so this is from Anders from Seattle.
Anders, okay.
Anders, I know.
Like it.
So in this dream, there were giant ducks attacking random people. And guess who is going to stop them? Anime watching dwarves.
How giant are these ducks? Are we talking like dog-sized ducks? Or are we talking like dinosaur-sized ducks?
The latter, I think.
Okay. Think. Big ducks.
Big ducks. Big fucking ducks.
Fuck about the duck.
And guess who one of the dwarves was? Martin Freeman, the guy who played Bilbo Baggins in The Hobbit. Big fucking ducks versus dwarves. This seems not fair, but so these dwarves. Sorry, I know my voice is cracked. So these dwarves, I feel like a prepubescent male.
I'm just seeing like the seven dwarves, like Sleepy and Doc. Like Sleepy is not to hold up against a big fucking duck.
And they're just all watching anime all day, and then they decide to have this because they're anime watching dwarves. So these dwarves who watched anime were going around hunting giant ducks. Okay, so, well, we've got some hope, it seems. At one part, a giant duck took off a roof and ate the person inside. They were also big enough that their footprints made giant holes in the ground, which became lakes. So, yeah, they were large ducks. That's what it says. So, to answer your question, big ducks.
They're not dog size.
They're not dog size.
Web-shaped lakes.
Yeah, nice. Lakes, sorry.
I mean, it's dangerous. Don't get me wrong.
What made these ducks so big, and why are they so angry? Well, I don't know if we'll ever know. So this is the part of the dream I like. So anyway, at some point, Orlando Bloom, hachi-machi, hashtag, what does Orlando Bloom dream?
Hottiness.
I know it's of me. I feel like he dreams of me, and he's
Yeah.
like, who is this woman that I keep dreaming of? I must find
It's in
her.
his dream journal, yes.
I
I've seen
know.
it. I bought it
you
off
have?
eBay. Yeah, it was expensive, but it was worth it just to validate the fact he's dreaming about you.
Thank you so much. This is
welcome.
why you're my bestie.
Yeah. It just says Brooke. Next page, Brooke. Next page, Brooke.
Oh, thank you so much.
Hottie Brooke.
I got to find this guy. I got to put him out of his misery so he can have his true love.
Right? Orlando. Let us know your dream.
Please.
And also, are you going to kill these ducks? I mean,
let's find
I trust him
out.
too. I think he can. I feel it.
So I'm reasonably sure that he didn't watch anime, but you can never be too sure.
Oh, that's true.
I don't think the ducks were ever defeated because then I woke up.
Oh.
God damn it,
at least you got to
Anders.
see Orlando.
I know. Can I get a little more insight into that part of the dream, please?
Who is he married to? He's married to someone famous.
Isn't he married to Katy Perry now?
Oh, you're right.
He's-
Yeah.
He's been with a lot of different very pretty actresses and models over the time, but I think he's with Carrie. I think they're having a baby or had a baby.
He had a baby.
Yeah. But I
want to double
him.
down. I want to know what both of them dream.
Oh, a double hashtag.
He's still dreaming about you. He's still dreaming about you. Sorry, Katie, about that, but
Don't tell her. I don't want her to be mad at me.
how could she?
But yeah, large killer ducks, huh?
Sounds dangerous. You know, I have a duck story. Sidebar.
I want to hear it.
Not many people can say this. When I was little and we were out at my parents' cottage, there was this white duck that kind of just wandered around. And I was probably about 9 at the time. And I thought it'd be a good idea to pet it because I'm like, well, it's a duck. It's pretty. It's white. I want a pet duck. And I walked up to it. Oh, by the way, so this is going to make the story better. I forgot to mention, it was a one-legged duck. It had one leg, white one-legged duck, and it would hobble around. It got in a fight with a dog, unfortunately. So it's not surprising it was an angry duck because I went to pet it and then it bit my fingers. Like, it took my 2 middle fingers into its little beak and was like eating my fingers. And they have little sharp teeth, if you don't know. They have, like, in that little bill, there's like a razor sharp little teeth. Did not feel
It
good.
hurts.
My mouth dropped open like I was going to scream, but no sound came out. Instead, my little sister, who was probably about 2 or 3 at the time, let out this blood-curdling scream for me.
That's what siblings are for.
I was in shock. I'm like thinking I'm Snow White over here petting this little duck, and it just ravaged my hand. And then my parents, of course, run over, and it had to be quite the sight. Like, your kid's fingers are inside a duck's mouth.
A baby screaming, and then the older daughter with her hands in a duck's mouth.
I never forgave that duck, ever. And I never tried to pet it again. But that's my duck story.
I like it. It.
Okay. I've got a dream here from Jade, and Jade's from Des Moines, Iowa.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. I don't think you're going to like this one. Sorry.
Oh, no. Do I have to skip ahead?
You can't. But if any of our besties want to, you can check the show notes. If anything bothers you, you can see our content warnings. All right. Hey, y'all. I just had this dream and cannot wrap my head around it. I was driving in my hometown, and I went over a hill. And at the bottom, there was a gasoline truck parked sideways across a 2-lane road. I slammed on the brakes, but my car didn't even slow down. So I turned the wheel as fast and hard as I could.
What did it hit?
My car ended up spinning around, and I hit the truck. When I hit it, the gas tank was cut open and started filling my car with gasoline.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, this is like, oh, no.
I'm having trouble breathing right now.
I know, the fumes are getting to me. I opened the door and got out, crawling on my hands and knees with my eyes closed, keeping them from getting burned. While I was crawling, I could feel more gas being poured on me as I was calling for people to call 911 and my parents. It had felt like the gas was drowning me. Oh, there was a few people around, and they were trying to help me. I was then able to call my mom, and all I told her was, buy the yellow library, which is the library my family and I went to growing up. I got away from the crash relatively unharmed and was able to meet with my family, but it was awful to have the feeling of being drowned in gasoline. Oh. You know, drowning's bad enough. We've talked about it, but let's talk about the things you don't want to drown in. Gasoline's right up there at the top of my list.
That's up there. Someone starts a match and you're not only drowning, you're burning to death. That's horrifying. Yikes. Oh my God.
Don't like it, Jade. Yikes. But at least you got your family and you're okay.
Okay, so this is Jenny from Helena.
Okay.
I used to have night terrors as a child, and now my daughter has them. Ugh. I wonder if they're the same dreams or just has night terrors. I had a recurring nightmare as a child and very often became so anxious about having it that I wouldn't go to sleep.
Oh,
I dreamed that I was in bed and all the lights in the house had been switched off. Then these monsters made of coal, COAL.
Like the stuff that Santa puts in your stocking if you're bad, Cole?
Yeah, if you're bad. So there's whole monsters of them now, kids. So be prepared. You might just get a coal monster if you're really bad.
Santa's going to put a whole damn ass monster in your stocking.
Be careful.
That's awful.
So these monsters made of coal would pound up the stairs and smother me. More smothering or suffocating or whatever. Hearing them coming was the worst part. The feeling as well as terrifying. I felt like I was the smallest object in the universe, having this immense blackness heaped on top of me, grinding me into non-existence.
I don't want a coal monster grinding on me. No. Stop.
I don't want anyone grinding on me, if we're going to be honest. I mean, there might be a handful of people that would be okay, but
like Orlando Bloom.
He can be there.
He can grind on me all he wants.
He's on the list. But she did say that she has a very vivid imagination, which she loves, but as it also meant for her quite a rich life of ideas, of fancy, and just kind of being kind of creative and all of that kind of thing. But she said, however, on the other end of the spectrum, her mind would take her to places that she didn't want to go. And she thinks that's reflected in her dreams, which I do think is very interesting because someone that has dreams like that, it could go either way, for sure.
Yeah, that's terrifying for a kid, though. He.
I mean, God, yeah.
I mean, it's like taking those stories of Santa, which I'm sure it's probably stemmed from that. If you're not good, you're going to get coal in your stocking, and then just manifest itself into a huge monster?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, I've got one from Emily, and Emily's one of our international besties from Lyon, France.
Ooh, bonjour. Ça va?
Last week, I dreamt my brother came over to my place and ate all the cheese in my fridge.
No, dream over. I'm so mad. I would never get over this. No one eats my fucking cheese.
Nope. And she wasn't having it either. I was so upset I called the cops on him and they arrested him.
Good for you. Good for you.
In parentheses, we don't mess with cheese in France. You don't mess with cheese anywhere.
No,
Wisconsin,
nowhere.
Midwest,
Brooke's
nowhere
house?
in the world.
No, don't touch my cheese. If I have cheese in the house, it's for a reason, and I don't need you to mess with it. It's for me.
She says, today I had a similar dream. My cousin came over and ate all the meat in my fridge.
Oh, well, this is getting
really
out of control. Yes. I mean, I'm not as upset about the meat as I am about the cheese, but this is also very upsetting scenario that this keeps happening. How is she ever going to make a sandwich if these people keep coming over and stealing all the ingredients?
Her mom comes and steals all the bread. She says, what could it mean? Will any other family members come and steal from my fridge? Question mark. I don't like it. I think it's rude, but it's funny that she didn't call the cops on the meat stealing, just on the cheese, the fromage stealing.
The fromage. I mean, I understand. I understand completely. Maybe they didn't do anything with her cheese complaint, so she's like, why bother with the meat complaint? I don't know. Hopefully
she
both
said he got arrested.
resolved. Oh, that's true. I hope the charges stick.
Now, let's ask
not
this.
Okay.
What is your favorite kind of cheese?
Oh, Mindy, that was just a nasty
Well, I know it's a
question.
loaded question because it depends on how you have it, right?
That's
straight
very
up
true. So
just a little, like a little corner, a nibble of a cheese. No cracker, nothing, just not on a burger, just a fresh
okay.
nibble.
All right, that helps me narrow it down a little bit.
You're welcome.
A fresh slice of mozzarella. A fresh slice of mozzarella. That's
Like
still
fresh mozzarella.
like wet.
Yes.
Still, like
Yes.
Yum yum yum. How about you?
That sounds good. I could also, I like, so hard.
This is your question.
I like Pecorino Romano is really good. It's like just like
Oh,
salty. It's perfect
wow.
on pasta, but just like a little slice of that, because it's got enough like flavor in it. I feel that you don't need it with anything else.
Nice. Just like a nice little snack. Right?
Yeah, I can go for a charcuterie board right now. Let's go back to that house with our formal gowns. Let's go back to the appetizer tray and see what kind of cheese is on it.
There better be some fucking good cheese. And if I have to say another one, I would say brie. Baked brie in like a what is that called? What is that pastry that very well, kind of, but it's not Greek, but it's in a thin pastry like that you roll out. I don't know. Anyway, baked brie with some kind of preserve and
You go with like some French onion soup with some melted cheese on top. Always good. I mean,
are you kidding me?
This should be criminal. You're right, Emily. This is an offense punishable by death.
I'm telling you, I know it's your brother, but I'm not letting this one go.
You gotta make a stand.
These are important things we have to take a stand on. So sorry for your brother. He's going to be away for life.
Yep.
Okay. I got another one. You'll like this one, Mindy.
Right.
So my dream was that Taylor Swift went to our CVS.
Yay! Oh, of course she did.
Just wait.
She's a normal person. She needs normal things too. She needs Band-Aids.
Just wait.
Allergy medicine.
I need
fireball shots. I don't know. You do.
So my dream was that Taylor Swift went to our CVS and there wasn't anyone in the store, including any employees. We're at the checkout. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Something's weird.
Yeah, I walk out. If I don't see any employees, I'm walking out because I'm guessing it's like being robbed.
A robbery or something.
I'm outing.
Like,
Bye.
No, I'm just going to turn around and head on to the wall.
Yeah, some people might steal. I'm just going down the street.
I'm just getting out. We're at the checkout and she's standing behind me, but she's bent down. I turn around to face her and I accidentally bump into her while she's still bent down. I apologize to her and suddenly she grabs my hips with both hands and starts tickling my wee-wee with her bangs.
With her bangs. Oh.
Okay, but I forgot to say this is totally from Anonymous. So I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Who is having this dream in what context, but wow. Okay,
well, they have a wee-wee, so okay.
They have a wee-wee, but can a wee-wee, like, could that mean male or female? Like, if you're saying, like, your wee, I mean, to me, it sounds like
I would say wee-wee, it sounds like a male, but
okay.
Who are we to say?
Yeah. But
tickling a sensitive area.
Tickling a nice and sensitive area.
With bangs. I never thought of that.
With bangs. Hey, Mindy, grow some bangs. See what you can do.
See what I can do. Ooh, good point. I can't pull off bangs.
I'm there confused. And Taylor Swift has her bangs rubbing on my wee-wee. All she does is just say, coochie, 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 coochie. And she keeps doing it.
Oh my God.
Now I'm feeling the sudden urge to pee.
Oh no.
And I'm trying to get away from her. I beg and plead for her to stop so I can go use the bathroom. Nope, it gets crazier.
Oh no. Oh my God. I'm on the edge of my seat. What could be more crazy than an empty CVS and Taylor Swift's bangs on your pee-pee? Or your wee-wee?
Wee-wee. Wee-wee.
Your wee-wee.
Okay, give me a second.
I got the weirdest visual in my head.
Instead of letting me go or even stopping, she's pushing me towards a nearby chair while she still has her bangs on my wee-wee. I'm picturing she's pushing him or her. She's pushing them in a chair, and she's just leaning over,
away.
tickling with those
It's a tickle
bangs.
fight.
Bang tickles. Okay.
Bang tickles.
I try to escape. He's like trying to escape from they're trying to escape from Taylor Swift's bangs on your wee-wee. I feel like a lot of people would be like, hey,
Stop saying this. It's making me uncomfortable.
Like, let's let it go. Give me your bangs, baby. That's fine. Whoever this is, not into it at all. No bangs on the wee-wee.
I see coming from this a collaboration with Ricky Martin. She bangs.
Yes, let's get this person anonymous to come forward so we can make this happen.
Oh my God, you're killing me.
Okay, let me just repeat that last one because it's getting to me that they're trying to escape from Taylor Swift. I try to escape, but can't, and I'm about to pee my pants. I give out a last effort cry for her to stop going. There's a lot of written out screaming.
Oh, yes.
She still has her bangs on my wee-wee and guiding me towards the chair.
Stop saying it.
I didn't write it. Ask Anonymous to stop saying it. We're almost
Stop
done.
saying bangs on the wee-wee.
Well, that's what's happening. Well, we're almost done, but you might hear it one more time.
Okay. Thanks.
Now that I'm stuck in the chair, she continues to tickle my wee-wee with her bangs, and I start peeing my pants. Then I woke up still wetting my pants from the dream.
Oh, no.
That's the worst. I hate that. I feel so sorry. It happens.
They just can't wake themselves up.
I know, or they're just like so into it or whatever. I mean,
it doesn't sound like this person was into this tickle thing.
Why did they dream about Taylor Swift that they were so opposed to her, tickling their wee-wee with her bangs? That sounds
right. I don't know.
That sounds like, hey, that might be another new thing you can try too, Mindy. Grow some bangs and try tickling your husband with them. See what happens. Report back to us.
Okay, no? That seems like a personal decision, but I will let you know.
Just keep me posted.
Okay. I will. You'd be the first. Okay. Well, speaking, we're kind of on a theme here because I've got one for you that's also interesting. This is from Ethan, and Ethan's from Denver.
Okay.
I just dreamt that me and a woman were sleeping and relaxing next to each other. Ooh. I started caressing her, and it led to intercourse.
Sexy time.
But as soon as I put my penis inside her, my penis split in two from the top all the way to the base.
Ouch! Did it hurt? What happened? Did she crack it right down the middle?
I then penetrated her for a second time, and my penis came out split into three parts.
She's got a blade down there.
And then
slice it in a Dyson. Oh no!
That is. I know we know where this is going. You're gonna have a penis and fours. A fourth.
I was just gonna say, it's gonna be another one. He's gonna try again.
That is the best. I would say preventative way of against unwanted men.
Just sorry, my vagina's full of knives. It's gonna slice and dice you pretty good.
All I see in there is like one of those apple slicers. Like, you know, it cores it.
Like a
it
core?
Yeah, like an apple core.
Oh my God. I was
maybe
picturing like a cheese slicer. You know, you have your nice little marble base.
Yeah.
With like,
back to the cheese.
back to the cheese. Can't get cheese out of my mind. That's my
But
cheese
that
song.
sounds extremely painful, Ethan. So, yeah,
Ethan, I hope you didn't go in for another try. I think
you'll have nothing left.
3 pieces of penises should stop you, but I know you're a guy too, so.
Is the pleasure with the pain is the question. On the pee-pee. On the wee-wee.
On the wee-wee pee-pee. This is Jeff, and he's from Orange County.
Oh, see.
Oh, see. Let's go visit Jeff, too, because
I
really want to go to the
Belinda.
beach.
Sure.
Yeah. And then we'll just hop on down to Orange County. I think
sounds fun.
Oh, we've got it all worked out. Okay. Back when I was in high school, there was a girl. She was pretty and nice, but I never paid much attention to her. One night I had a vivid dream where I was sitting on a white couch with her. Ow! Mm-hmm. I was wrestling with her, trying to kiss her.
Don't use your bangs.
Well, maybe she should. You know it works. This seemed very strange to me at the time. This was a girl that I didn't particularly fancy.
Fancy.
On top of that, I was not the kind of guy to wrestle an unwilling girl, nor did I know where I could find a white couch. The dream disturbed me for weeks. Fast forward 25 years. I auditioned for a play. The play is called Play It Again, Sam, by Woody Allen. I read the script once, and I knew I was destined to play this role. After one reading, I knew all the lines by heart. Mr. Allen says the exact same thing that I would have said in each of the situations he has set up in the play. I was cast as the lead role, Alan Felix. This is basically the Woody Allen character. Well, it turns out there is one scene where Mr. Felix is sitting on a couch with a beautiful woman. He's kind of wrestling with her, trying to kiss her. The weird things are, A, it's a white couch. B, the girl I'm playing opposite looks almost exactly like the girl I knew in high school. But C, she is less than 25 years old, so the actress playing the role was not even born when I had this dream.
Ooh, that is crazy.
Oh, I like it.
Oh.
Jeff, that's crazy.
Yikes. That is crazy.
Ooh, I like that one. Thanks, Jeff and Woody.
This next one comes from Camila, and Camila's from Alexandria, Virginia. I had this dream recently where I was with a group of people who I don't know, and we were walking through an unfamiliar city. We stumbled upon an old, rundown motel and went in. I would say no, abandoned motels, not something you need to explore.
Move on down the road, I would say. Try the next one.
This has 0 stars. At least go to a 2-star motel.
0 star.
The place was a mess. It was falling apart. There was trash covering the entirety of the floors, and people were just laying around doing drugs galore.
In an abandoned building, you don't say.
Yeah, right? Shocker. At one point, I went off on my own, and this disheveled woman who looked to be about her mid-40s or so crept up behind me and just took off my toes.
Wait.
Wait, hold on. I messed it up. Okay. Crept up behind me and just took 2 of my toes off my foot like it was nothing. Weird.
Just 2.
That's something weird.
Do you just like snap?
Where's the details?
Do they just snap off? Or how
are they Velcro?
Velcro toes. Oh my God. That's terrible.
And the weird thing was, I didn't even feel it.
Well, that's good.
I just looked at her and asked, "Can you give them back?" She just ran off with my toes, and I chased after her, albeit a little bit difficult because she took some of my toes. Especially if it's the big toe. I mean, that's your balance toe.
And the pinky toe, right? Aren't those the ends? They're supposed to be the ones that balance.
You can lose a middle one. That's fine.
Yeah, take take a third. Take the 3 middle ones. That's fine.
Take the ring toe. I finally caught up with her and demanded she give my toes back to me. Instead, she just crouched down and took another one of my toes.
I knew it.
I knew it. I ran after her yelling, "Give me my toes back, you bitch." And then I woke up. Don't let a crackhead steal your toes.
No,
your Velcro toes.
I don't care how they're dressed. You don't let a crack whore take them.
Not nice, not nice. But Camila's not having it because she's like, give them back. She's just chasing them down.
Good for her.
And I don't know how you reattach them, but just put them in some ice for a bit and then go to the nearest hospital.
As long as you get them in some fucking ice, you have a chance. I'm not talking like 3 days from now, find them and put them in some ice. No. Find them right now and put them in some ice and you have a chance.
But it's got to be harder and harder to chase down this bitch because you got less toes. I mean, I'm assuming they're all 1 foot, but they could be multiple feet, different feet.
And who knows? They could be coming off more. You don't know. She could be
just
coming
the 3 middle
more
ones.
toes.
And it's like this.
What is this?
Well, because there's 5, right? So if you take the 3 middle ones,
I know, but like.
Well, I hope you got your toes back, Camila. We really do. Let us know.
Me too. That was amazing. Thank you so much.
Keep them coming, friends. Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, Mindy. I thought it would be fun to kind of, I know you've in the past given us like, what's the meaning behind certain phrases, like sleep tight.
40 winks.
So I wanted to take it kind of in almost a younger direction and come up with like sleep slang terms or dream slang terms. Got a couple here that I want to go through and just see what you think and if you've ever heard of them, because you might.
I've got teenagers.
You have teenagers.
There's a chance. It could be slamming, bopping, diggy doggy, and I don't know. No.
There's a diggy doggy?
No,
what does
I don't
that
know.
mean?
I just made that one up, but it does make it a thing.
We'll have to make it up.
Yeah. Toe stealing.
This is the diggy dog.
That's so diggy dog.
That's so diggy
dog. That's such a
dog.
bang tickle. Unwanted bang tickles.
Oh, but if it's a wanted bang tickle, then that's a BT. I got the best BT today.
BT. Instead of the BJ, you get a BT.
BT bang tickle.
It could be. Good. All right.
So the first one is 1, 2, 4. Have you ever heard of that?
That's how many toes Camila has left.
Not even. She'll need that many if they keep getting stolen.
Right? No, I've not heard of 1, 2, 4. So,
well, most of these probably things we've never heard of, I would guess.
Okay.
So it is dreaming of you. That's what it means. So you would text that to somebody, like 1, 2, 4, babe. Huh. Never heard of it.
Okay. Never heard of that.
Ask your kids.
Just last episode, I was telling you about a dream I had about you. So, next time I'm just going to go 1, 2, 4, babe. You know what I mean?
And I'll get so excited.
I know. Okay, I'm making my notes here. I gotta make my old lady notes.
Your notes.
I'm not old. I would say vibrant 40-year-old lady.
Is that what we're going with? Because I'll support you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Me too.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one, screensaver. This is the blank expression that comes across a person's face when daydreaming.
Oh.
Like, dude, check out Dave daydreaming. He looks miles away. And the guy says, yeah, I know. He has a screensaver on.
I like it.
I do. I get that one.
No, it does make sense. Not instead of a blank face or a blank space. Yeah, screensaver. Huh.
Okay, how about framing?
Let me guess.
Framing.
Framing. Like a scene you've seen before in a dream.
No.
I'm okay with being wrong. I'm just throwing guesses. I'm just going to throw guesses.
I know. I want your guesses. So framing is like fucking plus dreaming. So framing.
Dream fucking.
So like
Framing.
Well, no, it's more like you're dreaming too much, like you're dreaming out of control. Like that's never ever gonna happen. More not sense of like sleeping dream, but like you have a dream to accomplish something and you're like, that's never gonna happen. You're framing. You're fucking dreaming. Framing.
How do you spell that?
Freaming. So like dreaming with an F.
Okay.
Framing.
Okay. That's what I thought.
So I think you've probably done this next one.
Oh, God.
Nushed.
Okay, let me guess.
Just kidding. No, there's no way.
Nushed.
This makes no sense.
Okay.
I couldn't believe it when I read it. Come up.
Nushed. Eating in your sleep. Dude, I was so nushed last night at the fridge.
That's a good one, but
I know I'm going to get all this wrong, so it's okay.
it actually means fanning your balls while dreaming of frogs. Who comes up with this shit? That's a very specific thing that there's.
Are you
a
on
word
Urban Dictionary?
for.
Wait, is that where?
That was one of my sources.
Yeah,
that was one of my.
Okay,
but like, where do they come up with it? Like, who even comes up
That's
with
just one
fanning your
dude.
balls while
That's just
dreaming
one-
of frogs?
That's like
dude
Frank
nushed.
in Alabama. He's got like a
He's
frog
nushing it?
fetish. He's nushing it, and he's like, you know what? Just to make it seem like I'm not so weird, I'm going to put it on
gonna
an
put
Urban
it up there.
Dictionary, and everyone's going to know what nushing is. Because otherwise,
Nope.
if it's on there, it's not just me.
Nope. Sorry, Frank. It's just you.
Just you.
It's just you. So we've all heard of a wake and bake, right?
Yes, that's what I know.
Okay, good.
Waking
Where
up
you,
and enjoying a little cannabis.
enjoying a little cannabis and maybe having some great food like right off the bat. You know, wake and bake's good stuff. What about a dream and bake? Have you ever heard of that?
Is this doing it before you go to sleep at night? Just a little hit?
Dreaming stone, basically. So smoking in your sleep, so to speak. So he says, I rolled me a fatty, then I went to bed and had a wicked dream and bake. So yeah, it's like getting high and falling asleep.
You're the dreams you have while you're high.
Which is interesting to me. Or even...
Yeah, that's fine. Or edible. Take
Edibles,
a couple of, you know what's good at night? Cookies. Let's go back to the appetizer tray. There is some special cookies in there, special brownies. Have a couple of those in your gown, and then go have a nice dream.
Yes.
I know this appetizer tray has a nice variety by this point of the show.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
this might be the best tray ever.
The best charcuterie board ever discovered.
It might also cost $1,000. All right, how about this one? I think this might be another Frank situation.
Oh no.
It's called
Frank.
shark caterpillar.
Okay.
One word. No.
If it's shark caterpillar.
Yeah.
Okay, if it's coming from Frank, I'm guessing
Oh no, it's not
It
coming
is.
from Frank, but I'm guessing he probably.
it's a one-off
this is
thing, right?
It's a one-off. Yeah,
It's
it
probably
has to be.
it's probably Frank. It is wrapping your wee wee in a warm blanket to sleep.
That would be nice. That sounds nice. But this is a half
Caterpillar.
shark, half caterpillar. Shark caterpillars typically ruin lives and bite off the heads of others. Shark caterpillars can be found in dreams and nightmares and oftentimes seducing hyenas.
What? Frank! Frank from Alabama.
Frank, you gotta stop submitting these.
I don't know who gave you the power, but they need to take it away. Because this is not a thing.
This is shark
Seducing
caterpillar.
hyenas. Of course. You know what? I'm just gonna start throwing my shit on there. Like, yeah, there's a giant dog with a fish body and a dog head, and it's in a haunted mansion. where we play ping pong in gowns, and that's what a shark fish
normal
martyr thing is.
black tie fish dog.
Black tie fish dog. That's a thing.
Yeah,
If Frank can do it, so can I.
I've got a couple more, but here could be another Frank. But also very random, pertaining to one of the dreams we spoke about earlier, by total coincidence. So Ducky Momo.
Ducky Momo. It's got to be a duck that is in a dream that's super big and is fighting the anime character Momo.
Close. That should be what it is, but it is a giant killer duck that haunts people's nightmares.
See?
And murders them with dead cow udders. Oh, crap. Not Ducky Momo.
Ducky Momo. Can you put the roof back on my house, please? I'm not ready for this.
Please don't eat my family.
And don't bite my fingers, Ducky Momo.
Yeah, don't bite Mindy, Ducky Momo. That's not nice.
The only question is, does that duck have one leg? Because those are like ornery ducks.
Oh, no, this one doesn't say otherwise, so I'm assuming it's a full two-legged duck.
Right.
They all can't be super cool.
Or mean.
I have a couple more, okay.
Okay.
Nightmares.
Nightmares. N-Y or N-I? N-Y.
N-Y. Yes.
Nightmares that take place in New York City.
I thought that might be it too when I read it, but it's the strange and horrifying nightmares experienced while sleeping under the influence of NyQuil.
Oh, okay. That does make sense because I've heard that is quite a drug that can make that happen.
Well, I personally have never done it because I think I would vomit horribly. But I did have a friend that would do that with Robitussin, so same idea, but he called it robo-tripping. And I'm like just chug a whole bottle, and I'm like, my God, that sounds like the worst.
That just
he did it all the time.
Don't follow the rules. There's directions on that bottle, and it says how much you can take so often. And if people don't follow the rules, I get very nervous.
That's why it's called robo-tripping. It's supposed to fuck you up, and it does.
I can imagine it would. I can imagine.
I could never do it. I couldn't imagine. I mean, blah.
I'd be too nervous. I'd die. I would like just.
Well, I mean, I've probably done a lot worse stuff, but I never I never did the NyQuil or Robitussin thing, and I don't have any desire to do it now. Okay, well, I think you can probably. This is one a meat mare.
Well, if it's anything like Emily's, it's when someone comes to your refrigerator and steals all your cheese and then all your meat. It's a meat mare.
Well, that to me is a meat mare. I agree.
Yeah.
But this one is a nightmare for vegetarians in which they dream they're eating meat.
Okay.
It's usually after an accident or falling off the wagon that with the guilt that accompanies that, and it's often a reawakening. It does not mean they have a subconscious desire to eat. To eat meat. It just means that they have had a misstep, and a lot of them dream a meat mare once they've done that.
I can imagine that. A meat mare.
A meat mare. A dream.
Who understands anything on the Urban Dictionary? Anyways. Cool.
That's
well,
what
thank
I have for you guys today.
Fun. I love this. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'll have some more for you in the future, so stay tuned. This might have a second parter coming up down the road.
I loved you sharing those. That was a lot of fun. That was a surprise. I didn't know you were going to talk about that this week. So I liked it. Thank you. Fun.
Welcome.
Speaking of surprises, I had another surprise, or we had another surprise, I should say.
Oh.
We had just recently, we mentioned we got a P.O. box for the podcast, and one of our besties, Gina, sent something along to us, and I just wanted to give her a shout out. Thank you, Gina, for sending along a sweet little gift.
Oh my God. I'm sorry my voice is cracking so much. I'm so excited.
I have to tell you, so it's so cute. So she sent one for me, one for you. And we recently were talking about on the podcast being able to do a good cat eye, right? Do you remember? How neither of us can do it at all?
Yeah.
Okay. So she sent along this little gift. It's called the Flick Stick. We're not sponsored, but this is just an awesome little gift.
Okay.
What it is, it's like a stamp that does the cat eye part
Cat
of
eye
the cat eye.
point?
See, look at.
You did,
See, I've got
Mindy?
it.
Did you use the flick stick?
I did. I did use the flick stick today, and thank you, Gina. It is awesome. It was so kind of you.
That's so amazing. I can't wait to try mine.
So I'm going to send this along to you. And then she just put a little note in there. It says, Mindy and Brooke, this is the easiest way I've found to do a cat eye. It's still hard and takes practice. Feel free to share any tips you discover with me, from Gina. And so, thank
Gina,
you.
thank you.
Sweetest.
Mwah, mwah. We love you. That is the nicest thing. Thank you so much.
The nicest thing. And now I can do a cat eye, just like that. Like, ooh,
Now you can
that's
do a
so
cat eye.
fancy.
Look at you did it.
I
Just
know, I
like
did.
that.
Just like that.
Now, if I can do it, then this is a product worth promoting because I have no skills whatsoever. So, wow.
Didn't even know this existed.
I'm ready.
So much fun.
Me neither.
So we'll let the rest of the besties
Thank
know
you,
the flick stick.
Gina.
So if you guys need to do cat eye, this is Gina's recommendation.
Yes. It's been a weird week. I mean, I barely have my voice. It's finally coming back today.
Yes.
But it
Good.
is a little squeaky. I have had the worst insomnia I've had since probably
again.
10 years.
Oh,
I know,
shit.
but this is it was bad. It's been about 4 days. I finally slept last night. And
good.
I feel so
Good.
much because I was just feeling so sick and so tired and shaky and everything that comes with it is just horrible.
Yes.
And I was just
it is awful.
finally slept last night and I woke up and I was so confused because for some reason my alarm was set for midnight and I don't know why.
Oh.
So when it went off, I thought
That's
it was noon.
insomnia. It's when you don't have any sleep in you. You will do stupid stuff like
No,
set an alarm
exactly.
for midnight for no reason.
And so it woke me up and I shot straight up and I'm like, oh my God, it's noon. I'm late for work, blah, 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 blah.
Oh,
all
shit.
this. And I'm like, it's so dark outside. And I couldn't figure, I literally wasn't able to figure it out. I was so tired and confused. And your body kind of starts to wasn't eating. I wasn't drinking, so your whole body kind of starts to just it was terrible. But I did sleep last night. So I'm feeling so much better.
Good.
Oh my God.
I'm glad because you need
Thank
your sleep,
you.
darling. And hopefully you will be able to sleep. Maybe you're getting kicked back on a normal schedule. So I'm hoping
I
tonight you
hope
get some
so.
sleep.
I hope so
Yeah,
too.
please do. Please do.
Yeah.
I know I don't have insomnia like you did, but I did have a busy weekend. Oh boy. Mark was out of town. I had 2 weddings, both 10-hour days, but longer than that with, travel and stuff. So Friday did a wedding, Saturday did a wedding. Woke up early on Sunday to drive back to Iowa to visit my nieces for their graduation party, which is fun. And then my daughter is getting hip surgery. She's a runner. So we have a tear in her hip muscle. And so we have to do surgery. So she had a pre-op on Monday. So I hung out with my family on Sunday and then left at 4 a.m. to drive back to Chicago to get to her appointment on time. So I felt the same way. I felt like I had not slept because when Mark's not home, I don't sleep well either.
Well, yeah, because you sleep better when he's there with you. Yeah.
Yeah, I did not sleep well for 2 nights prior. Then I was, of course, up with my parents and we're just chatting and I don't get to see them that often. And then so I just felt like I had gotten maybe 6 hours of sleep in 4 days and I feel like I was out of it. And I got home and I was like, I'm just going to nap. And I'm not a napper. And I laid down.
I know.
I only got an hour, but at least it was something to help me out a little bit on Monday. But
let's just give some clarity here. It's 6:45 p.m. right now, which is early for us typically. I mean, I don't know, varies, but I'm so tired right now because I'm, obviously not caught up on sleep, but I know I have stuff to do tonight and I'm like, I know I'll have fun, but at the same time,
yes. I just want to go to bed. Go out. Give yourself some grace. Don't stay out late. Just, hang out for a while.
No, I
and
won't
head on
stay-
home.
yeah.
I know it's hard to pull yourself away from friends sometimes, but
I
you
want
have
to,
to.
though, and it'll be,
You have to. Hey, this past week was Father's Day, so just a shout out to all dads and dad-like figures
Thanks,
out there,
Daddy.
and also celebrating Juneteenth this week.
Juneteenth.
So
Yes.
yeah,
Big
Juneteenth.
week.
So big celebrations this week. Oh, you were off today.
Well,
why
I
were
was
you off
off
today?
today only because I had previously asked for it off. I think we were going to do a long weekend thing because of Juneteenth,
Oh, I see.
but then
yeah.
it didn't happen, and I forgot
have
that I had
Juneteenth
requested it off. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's not
Mark
paid,
has it off.
though.
Oh, yeah. It's the first companies worked for that's offered as it as a
Last
holiday,
year
so that's
was
nice.
the first year that I was with a company that had Juneteenth, but it was paid for.
Yeah,
None of the
nice.
holidays at this, what I'm doing now,
Yeah.
have paid holidays. You're off, but
Yes.
they're not paid. So
Yeah, wow. Hey, Bestie, if you're enjoying the show, do us one favor, and that's to tell your best friend about the podcast. Honestly, it's the best thing you can do for us. It's how we grow. It's how we keep getting downloads every week. Just tell one person. You can tell your best friend. You can tell your anime-loving dwarf, Sleepy. You can tell your friend that's a really strong swimmer, like Tsunami strong swimmer. Or you can tell your cheese-stealing brother about the podcast.
wow.
Friends, that's how we grow. Just tell one person and tell them to leave your cheese and your fucking toes alone.
Exactly. Thank you so much to Drea. Your dream was amazing. We had a lot of fun reading that and kind of analyzing that one. And thank you,
Yes.
of course, to all of our catnap submissions. We had a really fun day. A lot of different things out there, but kind
A
of
lot of funny
lighthearted and
ones.
funny. Yeah, a lot of funny ones.
Yes.
So we had a great day. Thank you, everyone.
Bestie, that wraps up another week, another episode in the books. I mean, we're inching closer to 90, by the way. So I think we're talking about
my
doing
God.
perhaps a naughty 90s. So stay tuned. We're going to ask for all your naughty dreams. We'll do another fun one like that.
Dirty.
But until next week, Bestie.
Sweet
dreams,
dreams,
bitches. Hey, Squeaky, go get some sleep, okay?
I wish I could.